EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From scenic Pebble Beach, it's live first-round coverage of the season finale, the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top. Today's round at Pebble Beach begins with a nervy tee shot at the 378-yard par 4 first. Dogleg right, distance off the tee is not important, with most opting to lay up toward the bunker at the corner of the fairway. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
110 yards to the front, 119 to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
Needed maybe half a club more there. As it is, needs to get up and down to save par.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
That one had to feel good.
It struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
This only about 5 feet for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay. That's the modern game. Huge tee shot, little shot, get in close, and potential birdie.
Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. With Stillwater Bay on the right, this is Pebble's picturesque 333-yard par 4 fourth. Tee shot could be anything from long iron to driver, but beware of the 9 bunkers surrounding the fairway and green. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left, but this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
Second shot coming up. Notice down there.
Ball sitting in the right front bunker. Not the most difficult bunker here at Pebble Beach, but certainly have some options.
So after escaping the bunker, this a third try at getting on this par 3. What a save there. This hole was trouble all the way through, but that one in the hole from off the green to somehow salvage a par. Amazing. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Excellent second shot here at the par 5. Frank, certainly a birdie is well within range.
Well, from that distance, that second shot, that's inside the PGA Tour standard, really. 2 super shots, and you're right. Outside chance for 3.
The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. Well, this is the one you dreamed about, isn't it? Just a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that tiny green here at the 7th. You and your maker, there's nothing better in the world than to be playing the 7th hole and playing it well here at Pebble Beach. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at 2 under. Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 9th. Ocean all down the right and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. This one started up the right side. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
A very conservative approach shot. It's a safe side of the green, but as we can all attest, a long way from the hole.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is, but it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right, and if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific. Second shot, good look at the green.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Now this, for birdie at 10.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So that's in for par to start this backside. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder.
A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
He was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12th. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Took a lot of sand there. That did not have enough to reach the green. It's gonna get hung up on the fringe. 3 under on the day. Here we are, Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee.
One of the best swings of the day. Just unlucky, really. That last bounce kicked it into the first cut.
Ball just off the fairway. Here's Noda.
It's about 97 yards to the front, 108 to the hole. Pin is on the front left part of the green.
A little short, little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
A 6-footer now for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570-plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain at 4 under. You may have heard of the 17-mile drive near Pebble Beach. It's scenic. It is one you absolutely want to put on your bucket list, but you don't want to get there by chasing a tee shot onto the road. That's what can happen if you blow it way right here at 15, if you do keep it in play. At 393 yards, this 15th hole is absolutely one in which you can make a birdie. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. You get a simple little chip, you knock it close, and looks like another birdie.
And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And the lead moves to 2 now with 3 holes to play here on day 1. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with the 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
Nope. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and the lead's going to remain 2. 17th hole here at Pebble Beach, all about history and all about beauty. Frank, what's the best way to make that 3 and get onto that 18th tee?
Well, first of all, it depends where the flag is cut, on the right side or the left side, because really this green is like a figure 8 on a 45-degree angle. On the left side, it's a much longer carry, and you've got to really hit your tee shot properly to make the ball carry that bunker and stop in time. On the right side, you can see, you go with a shorter club, and the target is bigger.
Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Just 5 feet left. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5. Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second 2 to par 5. All right, that's a good shot from there. Home and 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green, wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the fringe, and an outside chance of making an eagle here. Okay, it's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And that will be an opening round 66. That's some good playing. Our featured golfer right there after day 1, sitting in a tie atop the leaderboard.
Everything to play for these next 3 rounds. I mean, you couldn't really set up a leaderboard better than this today.
Till next time, for our entire... EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From the world-famous Pebble Beach Golf Links, live second-round coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
152 to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
The mark of a good player is always one that can hit it hole high. That's a good shot.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. Moving now to the 507-yard par 5 second, where decisions must be made. Go for the green in 2 and risk losing it in the barranca, or hold back and lay up. Either way, this is a place to score. And that is into the bunker that lines this second fairway. So after the birdie at 1, likely a layup here at the par 5 second.
Yes, that is a little disappointing, but it doesn't mean he still can't birdie this hole. But on a par 5, you've got to get that tee shot in the fairway. You have to.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 the second, and you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
That one just going to sneak on by. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he gets it to 2 under for today's round and 8 under for the tournament. On to the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally.
Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
It's now his second from just off the fairway. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and this doesn't have a lot in it. Might just be slightly uphill with very little break.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So that, safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean. And this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fifth. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the fifth. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5 sixth. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second shot from the rough at the par 5 sixth hole. You cannot help but think about what Tiger Woods did here in 2000 on his way to winning the U.S. Open. It was one of the greatest shots in the history of the sport. 7-iron from about 200 yards, thick rough. He just lashed at it, muscled it up the hill. And Roger Maltby, the announcer, said, it's just not a fair fight. He was right. So this one going to have to carry a long way. Look here at birdie.
Well, in all things considered, he's in pretty good shape, coming back up the slope, working slightly to the right.
Good job of deadening right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Safely in for par here at the sixth, and he'll stay at 7 under. Frank, there are certain spots in sport that kind of steal your breath. Starters Gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top of the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel, 7th tee at Pebble Beach. Absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, piece of cake. That's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it, and you want a little more, and then you realize you've just bitten off more than you can chew.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that's good putt. It is in to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. And this, not the longest hole players will encounter, so just an iron off the tee, and it works out to perfection. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 8 under. Thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off at the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, man, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. Oh, he's overcooked it. That is well left.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So from the rough, his second at 9. I like the looks of this one.
Jack Nicklaus always told me hole high. That was the goal. Little left, but hole high and inside 10 feet. Well done.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par. Start of the inward half and another big and bold par 4, Frank, with the ocean yet again running the entire length of that right side.
Yeah, you call it the ocean, I call it the world's largest water hazard. But looking in on the other side of the fairway, and you'll see those 3 bunkers. Needless to say, they have to be avoided. But you do actually have to hit your tee shot just inside those, because once again, you've got a fairway that tilts left to right.
Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, you really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh boy, he had it right in the jaws and it just wouldn't get there. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. This starting toward the right side. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
PGA Tour, Korn Ferry Tour, I don't care. That is a great shot.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. You bet, a birdie here at the 11th. And that is going to push him into the lead here on this Friday. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And it'll stay at -9. Well, this par 4 13th hole doesn't show up on a lot of postcards the way, say, the 8th hole would. But, Frank, this is a legitimate and challenging par 4, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, Rich. 400 yards, but it plays longer than that by virtue of being uphill. But the addition of those 3 bunkers in on the right side have certainly shrunk the width of this fairway. Plus, it still tips from the right side to the left side. And you've got an uphill second shot. So, I've seen everything here. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, you name it. Good approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Approach shot just a little right, little short.
A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nope. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he'll fall back to 8 under par. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate three-shot par fives left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price. Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he's worked it to 9 under par. Next up, the 393-yard par 4 15th. Tee shot in the fairway gives the players an excellent shot at birdie, but be careful losing it right onto that 17-mile drive. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Nothing wrong with that. Inside of 5 feet. Nicely done. The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. And he's opened up a 2-shot lead here in round 2. Par 4 16th hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee?
You don't need driver here for a start, Rich. It's a long iron or even a fairway wood. Now, you see that big gaping bunker in the middle of the fairway? That's not really in play. 205 yards gets over that. But that's the line. If you look closely up the right there, those two bunkers, you just see a little sliver of the bunker, the left of the two on the right. That's sort of a no-no. So anything slightly left of that runs out about sort of 280 yards, that is fine. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Birdie putt now at 16.
And he may need to give this just a little extra. He's going straight up the hill, but otherwise fairly painless.
Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he'll move to 11 under par. From Jack at the 1972 U.S. Open to Tom Watson, the same championship, 1982. A 182-yard par 3 penultimate hole at Pebble Beach has provided historical drama time after time.
You'd think he'd be good at bunker shots. He's been in so many today.
Might want to take a shovel with him. Now, gonna have to try and get this out and let it run. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And with it, the lead is back down to 1. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Wow, and Frank, the views here at the 18th at Pebble get a whole lot better when you knock it on into just like that.
Oh, that second shot's like a banana, too. It keeps turning left, and you've got to really pick a definitive line, and that was just absolutely ripped.
Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And this will be slightly worse than round one, but still a terrific 67 here in this second round. So an action-packed first two rounds and a packed leader.